What's up, guys? Welcome to episode 10 of Vicious Rants. I'm your host, the one and only Tim Vicious. Before I go and start, just want to go and say thank you to all of you crazy bastards out there that wound up taking the time to listen to me go and blow off on whatever the hell was pissing me off at the time. Thank you, and here's to hoping I can get 10... Here's to hoping I can get another 90 more out of you. Anyways, this one, I'm just talking about on how I feel on heels are being presented. And before all of you go and start, badmouth me saying, what about this guy, what about that guy, I want you to stop, think for a minute, and listen to me. I'm talking about on how they're just being presented. I'm not talking about one guy or another. You want to get pissed off on how I'm saying that? Look at some of the ones that I've dropped on guys like Cena or shit. Alright? Now then, what I'm talking about on how heels are being treated, I'm saying that the way they gotta act, it's really just flat out insultive to the whole concept of being a heel. The only ones, in my opinion, that are actually really, and in the words of Scotty Riggs, keeping it heel are CM Punk and Dolph Ziggler. And those two are pretty much carrying that whole company on their shoulders altogether anyway. So, a heel is supposed to be the bad guy. Obviously, yeah, they're going to get the crowd mad, they're going to get them to boo at them, but, you're supposed to do something to, make the hero, the babyface, the good guy, say, no, what you're doing is wrong. What you're doing is wrong, I don't like it, fuck you, fuck what you believe in, what you're standing for, all that kind of shit. You want to talk about classic heels. Take a look at on how Bret Hart was during the mid to late 90s with the whole anti-America gimmick he had. The way he played that was better than on how the Iron Sheik wound up fucking playing it when he wound up doing that shit. Yeah, you get the people pissed at you. You go and you antagonize them, you get them pissed off, you get them riled up, you make them look like they're going to want to go and fucking riot. That's on what you're supposed to do on when you keep it heel. You want another good example on heels? Look at the Dudley Boys. And I'm not talking about when they were in WWE or when they were Team 3D. I'm talking the Dudley Boys back in ECW. I know that from personal experience seeing them growing up. Them dudes damn near caused riots anywhere they went. Now you got heels that'll go and just go talk shit, and if anything, the real way on how anyone basically becomes a heel in WWE anymore is by saying Cena sucks. And if that's the case with real life, I'm pretty sure about a good 98% of the online world would wind up being heels. In fact, I'm actually kind of hoping that, because, let's face it, if they ever did a match between Cena and Khali, you know who would wind up performing the most wrestling moves? The referee. Anyways, I'm getting sidetracked. My ADD's kicking in. Yep. A heel is supposed to antagonize, be a bully, be a prick, all that kind of shit. Piss you off, egg you on, so that way the hero, the babyface, rises up a hell of a lot better than on how he does. And instead, what do you get? You get them being intimidating for like maybe 2 or 3 matches, and then you have them go and be like you have them go and be a chump. And if you don't believe me, I want you to take a look at the SmackDown before the TLC pay-per-view. Big Show had that no hitting each other clause in a contract with Sheamus, and Sheamus wound up bumping into Show. Show went out to the ring, made a big fuss on it. Sheamus wound up saying, if that match is canceled, then there's no reason for me to come over there and kick your ass. Instead of a Show just standing there, standing his ground, trying to be an intimidating force like he should have been played, what did he get? He got, the match still stands. The contract is valid. And you got some C-card jobber getting a boot to the face. Yeah, it's honestly, it's pissing me off and it's annoying me to no utter end. I cannot fucking stand it anymore. You know, I was a heel. I spent a very short amount of time being a heel in wrestling, but I spent a good part of it as a babyface, but man, love being heel. Love it. Love it. You know? You can get away with so much more. You can do just about anything you want to piss people off. You know? You can go and tell someone, you can go up to them and be like, fuck you, and next thing you know, that's it, whatever. Whatever, you get the crowd hated on you even more. And hell, since I'm talking about heels, I might as well bring this part up anyway. What the fuck is up with the heel commentators? You know? The only one that's actually being any semi-decent is Bradshaw. You know? I mean, I understand that Cole's now a babyface commentator ever since Lawler had that heart attack, but hell, Lawler's a better heel commentator than he is a babyface one. It's getting seriously fucking annoying, and you know what the big problem is? And before you guys go and think I'm saying Vince is doing this or that, believe it or not, it's going to be something that none of you ever thought I would bring up. It's his whole anti-bully campaign. That's it. I mean, don't get me wrong. It's a noble campaign. It's a good cause. I don't like bullies. Never have, never will. In fact, big lesson I was always taught, bullies are like balloons. Best way to get rid of them is one good pop. You know? But here's the thing. On what it is about that Be a Star anti-bully campaign that's killing him is the fact of you need your heels to go and be a bully. You don't believe me? Take a look at Impact. Take a look at Bubba Ray. Or Bully Ray as he goes now. You know? Guy's more of a fucking dominant powerhouse there than when he was Bubba Ray in WWF. It's flat out annoying and insultive to the fans. And I know I've said this before, and I know I don't like making a habit of repeating myself and saying the same shit over and over, but you know what? I gotta say again. Do not insult your fans. We are kind-hearted, sensitive people, and we do take what we like and what we enjoy seriously. And if you don't believe me, look at the Raw this past Monday night. It was in my hometown of Philadelphia. And it has been said, there's no fans like Philly fans. It's the honest-to-God truth. When the matches were on, you really got no response from the crowds. You got no response from the crowds whatsoever. It was... I was just waiting for somebody to go and start up the bullshit chants. Or this is boring. Because honestly, that show sucked. That should have been the lowest rated show in 15 years. Not the one that was like a couple months ago. The way Ziggler is playing the heel, he's doing it smart because he's doing it the way, like I said, he's antagonizing the hero. He's egging him on, and he's doing everything he should. Punk's playing a perfect heel on 2 counts. 1, he's egging and antagonizing the babyface, Dewey. And 2, he's doing like what my one buddy on Twitter, Danny Ramos, by the way, cool ass dude, you need to follow him at I am Danny Sunday. Sorry about that, dude. Almost got your name fucked up. He wound up saying it best a couple months back. Punk plays a good heel because he's a legitimate jerk in real life. And that's on how you should go. Base your character off of yourself in a way. That's on what I did with my wrestling character, with Tim Vicious. You know? The storyline was I was the bastard child of Sid. You know? I was of Sid and Nancy. And, you know, Sid and Nancy is pretty much one of my favorite movies. And Sid was my favorite guy from the Pistols. I listen to the Pistols all the time. You see what I'm going with this? Need to have art imitate life and life imitate art when you go and you're doing this kind of game. When you go and you're doing this kind of show. So honestly, if you don't, it's not going to get you anywhere. All you're going to have is shit like WCW. And that's just, for the love of God, if anyone even attempts to try and resurrect that, I will go find them, make a batch of really hot french fries, and stab each and every one of them into that person's eye. Anyways, that's pretty much all the time I got for this episode, so I got rid of the Instagram, so you can't find me on there no more. Look for me on Twitter, at Tim Vicious. Subscribe to the show, leave a comment. Got no question this week for you all, sorry. Check out my girl Roxy at Roxy's Room. She's a smart girl, she knows what she's talking about. Check out my partner in crime, my brother from another mother, James Steele. He's on Twitter at JX2001. Roxy's on Twitter also at That Roxy Girl. James is also on YouTube, The JX2001. Yeah, go back and watch all the other episodes. Hope you liked all 10 of these so far. And if you love me, great. If you hate me, fuck you.